This is Front Page Africa live from the Banga residence of former Bong County representative and national chairman of the National Patriotic Party, Anthony Josh S. Mulbah. He will be discussing with me a wide range of issues from national level as well as local level. So I'd like to welcome to Front Page Africa.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, it has been a while now.
Oh, sure, yeah. But you've been traveling around the country, around the China, around the world rather, on the China. So I don't know the day I was saying, but thank God you came on time. Usually we all do it every month to get my view across. I want to say welcome again. Thank you very much. Welcome to Liberia.
Okay, thank you too. Okay, let's first start off with the ongoing legal battle between the National Patriotic Party, your party, and the National Elections Commission. Can you walk our listeners through the current legal battle between the NPP and the NEC?
Sometime this year, we proceeded to the court and filed a writ of mandamus. Under the law, there are remedial process, and the remedial process are action that commenced directly with the Supreme Court. So we filed a writ of mandamus, and the certain element within the Election Commission tried to undermine the leadership of the party by firstly saying that, we can't recognize the leadership. If our leadership tenure expire, we're not going to recognize the convention. And our argument was we had a legitimate conventions, and you were notified, and the results were announced. The election commission was never asking from this country. The commission, when it's the elections, and leadership that involved in that process, leadership that involved in that process, you interacted with us because the Secretary General of the coalition, the then coalition, was the NPP Secretary General that signed all of the candidate nomination form. So where do you come now to say you cannot recognize us? So we told them that we cannot accept that decision. So we proceeded to the Supreme Court to compel them to do what they're supposed to do. So the Supreme Court, you have two chambers. You have the chambers of the chamber justice, which is one judge. Justice will listen to the argument and make a ruling. So at that time, when we went to the chamber justice, the chamber justice ruled in our favor on ground that you had the convention was recognized because the result was given to you. You did not make any comment, and thereafter you either added with the party. So constructively, you are either added with the party, and have passed away. Either all of those that were nominated on the party ticket as the chairman signed. Is it possible that you can recall that someone who won the election? I don't know. So that was so simple. What do we go to why led up to this process? Is because the former president wanted to exercise the usual dominant role where, like, the party, this party is a party belongs to us. So
are you speaking about George Weah?
Former vice president.
Okay. Juha Taylor.
Yeah, he had never played a role in this state, so I don't want to get him involved with this process. So the court ruled in our favor, and so she enjoined on the lawyer to take an appeal. The lawyer took an appeal, so that we have.
Critics have suggested that the NPP is operating more defensively rather than proactively. Or do you think this perception is accurate? And how do you intend to shift this narrative?
So the NPP, first of all, we are a very experienced political party in this country. We have said we came on the political playing field almost 20 years ago. remain engaged with our party scene. And we are always being on the winning side. Anyone who support in this country. And this is why I want to say it here that we took serious exception to the statement of the.
No, just we are going to come there, just.
So we are always we won election in this country. We had the first history in this country in a democratic and well competitive election. We won on the first ballot. No party had a history before. And I challenge anyone to come here and say you have done that. And I chairman of the party. Some of the things you see, people every Friday, people protest and demonstrate. I don't want to. I don't even want to support it, because if we decide that we protest in this country as a party, only Equa will decide.
Well, you think you still have the numbers to do that?
Yeah, of course. We had a number, we had experienced people to do that. But we don't, now if anything happens, we'll always say, let's sit down and discuss it. Okay? It's not one of those parties that if we are extremely aggrieved, nobody gonna work our party headquarters. Your own gun that you're gonna bring there, you may share with us. Because people are there brave to work with you and disarm you. But we don't do that. We are always saying, let the country remain peaceful. And we will continue to push that line unless we are pushed to the extent where there's no other option. Where there's no other option as a party. So we don't have to, have you heard us supporting any violent protests? We don't do that. When we support that, the repercussion will not be good for the country. Because we have men. If 4 or 5 parties on the NPP, you can't just look at anyone to because though you are small, but you are in first class evidence to what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Recently, Mulbah County Senator Samuel Koga made strong remarks against Vice President Jeremiah Kun. You, as a friend to the both of them, you think how seriously does the NPP view this?
Well, the NPP are now met in a second committee to review this because, but like you said, I'm a friend of the two gentlemen, and I call Koga, Senator Koga. Then I found time I went outside with the vice president to get his side because you see, this government may not be a government that we are directly benefiting from, but we believe that this is our region. We have the homeland of the nation, largest population. So when leadership comes from our region and we see some level of troubling, we have to get a little bit concerned. So I sat with the vice president. He explained to me what some of the that he was very surprised. He does not intend to go with a route that Koga going, like taking to the public, and he think he say his brother. And he told me clearly that Koga, being a relative, a immediate relative to the president, no matter what Koga, whatsoever contact between Koga, remains somebody that he respects. Okay, he will continue respecting, and he will not respond in any aggressive manner to him. And he said, even if there were election tomorrow, Koga contesting, he will still go there and campaign for him because it is Senator Johnson that really may play a role for him to be where he is. So even if Senator Johnson were leaving, that vacant exists in Lima. So they asked me to end of the Liberian he would prefer Koga because Koga was an immediate relative of him, so he doesn't see if they can fight him.
Do you interpret Koga's statement as personal grievances, or this is a reflection of a deeper political rift between he and the vice president?
Well, as the young people coming on the line, you always have Koga is not a young man. The vice president is a very young person. So the two of them were in the legislature, and they have some little. In politics, let me tell you, politics is not a church house. There will always be different opinion, okay? And interest will not always be permanent. Once interest is interest match against the other, you'll always have.
And that's what people are saying, that if late Prince Johnson, if Koga can stand up to the late Prince Johnson, then yeah, he can also stand up to the vice president. So many are saying that he could be having an ambition for 20 or 29.
I don't think for what the vice president told me when I visited him, he said to me, first and foremost, I didn't support Koga with the intention that he would not oppose me anything. But what a greater concern is the greater unity of Nima County. But, and I spoke with Koga, because people want to exploit the situation. Oh, Koga can be this, Koga. No, for me, when it happened to me, I'm again with A, or I am my view, and that is it. And my conversation was very short on the phone.
But honorable, you've been a friend to Koga for over 15 years, and you've been a friend to the vice president for over the same time. I know you know that Koga is without controversy, or looking at his election 2011 up to his third term as representative, then going on to win as senator. You think he can really succumb to the vice president?
Well,
because he's saying that the vice president wants to make him to be a bag boy, and he's not going to do that.
Well, he did not specify how he wanted to be a bad boy. The vice president cannot make the senator a bad boy.
But that's what he is insinuating.
Yeah, that statement is broad. Unless you come still, he want to make a bad boy on this matter. But if you look at the two of them from the same county, Nima County, and you know, like one thing I want to do and look funny to everybody. Koga representing as replacing one who was
a controversial figure.
So he could want to be intimidate, let's say, emulate, say example. So then Jagav say what he want to say. Okay, but I think to some extent, it's now division among themselves in the county is not good for Nima because nobody will want to see a group of people. Not many people, even some who are friends to the both of them, those Nima people. So I mean, I think they had to put their county first. But from the level of the vice president, because I don't have the time to sit with Koga, okay. So I think he doesn't want to fight to be a fight between him. He told me clearly, Koga can abuse my man today. I will not open my mouth. All I want to do is for all the work together. We want to work together. Happy bossman. Okay.
So what's your immediate reaction to the eviction of the CDC from its headquarters?
Well, I've been very silent on the matter because for me, I look at as a lawyer, I look at from the legal side. Okay. The issue started in 2016, and the court issued a ruling the case. In every given situation, there must be the middle ground. What I have, and realistically, legally, when you obtain a ruling, when you obtain a ruling in an injunction action, and it's sustained by affirmed by the Supreme Court, every property in that place, every unmovable property, meaning those houses are there, you can't throw it here, you carry it. You understand? So it now became the discretion of the party that prevailed. So I think the only thing, like I listen to the special assistant to the former former president. I said they were looking for an excuse. They were looking for the government did not give them a little time to put in place. I think that there's something that said to put in place some of the measures that will really have lead to wild like destruction of property and so forth. But under the law, when the court rule and they ask you to move, and you put up an aggressive posture, the government, the court will then ask for the assistance from the greater security force, which is the police, If the police fail, they will bring in the army.
Many say this was a matter of contractual default, while others believe it carries a deeper political or not to.
Contract between who and who?
The CDC and the owner of the property. So, do you believe that it carries a deeper political or not to?
First of all, when it comes to tenancy, you're supposed to have a rating. You can be a rating. You might have a rating tenant. Then they got tenants at will. I come and do your fellow. I get the house. I say, look, come and rent here. You come and rent here. Everyone pay me. And we don't have a rating contract between us. So the day I job member as a landlord, get and say, look, you have to go. But the day you as a tenant get ready, you want to go, you got to go. So if the question you must ask yourself whether there was a rating agreement between whether there was a leasehold between the cities and Mr. Dempster. If this is what you're talking about, then the issue of tenancy will come into place. But if there was no agreement signed by the parties in this case, because the parties in the case, from what I read, is the Banana Estate represented by Dempster. I don't know him, but Dempster versus the CDC the CDC. Okay, and the ruling was handed down by the Supreme Court. When the court issued a ruling, and we also understand maybe the Dempster or whoso if the sheriff may are getting afraid because there was a build up 2 days to the maybe two days to the eviction. There was a build up among the CDC, but they will not move. We had people to resist. So when you make that kind of build up, definitely the government, let's say the court, will then seek the protection of the government to the Liberian National Police to use a greater force to get you off from there.
Honorable, having once been part of the CDC-led coalition, what internal lessons should parties draw from this, especially in terms of resource and property management?
Well, first, what you have to learn as a party, not just a ruling party, is that to continue to legitimize yourself or your existence, you must always try to have a permanent home. If you don't have a permanent, you may have means to always have a strong leasehold, a lease agreement that will keep you protected beyond your, whether you're in power or beyond the election commission period of checking those requirements to exist as a political party. So to conclude on this, it was protected, but it was legal. It was protected, but it was legal because the law is the police and the police and the sheriff either based on the ruling of a court. And again, as a lawyer, I read a directive. I read a request from the court asking the police intervention. In that case, it became legal.
Okay, let me take you back. In 2022, the Unity Party faced a similar eviction, but later won the 2023 presidential elections. Do you think CDC's eviction could be a political reset or rally movement that could help them regain the momentum ahead of 2029?
Well, depending. Unity Party, this is Liberia. People create the win sympathy for people who you may claim to believe that the person have been disadvantaged is it disadvantaged as a result of this action. But the two, even if you analogize it, the property owner demanded they won the property and against the Unity Party. I think they went to court. And the court said yes, the owner of the property had the right to a property. You understand? So the Unity Party did not come out and say, "Look, I'm going to resist the injunction action." And the party packed the law and made their way all of the compound. So you must say that nobody knew that Unity Party was already evicted, but because the CDC
tried to resist it.
One reason or another, they tried to resist it. It led to what it is today. But I think there's a lesson learned from that. This country is a country of law. It's not a country of strength. And Of course, the only thing I have is what are the loss of property, man. Modern houses, see bulldozer knocking it down. I mean,
Well, so you think those properties should have been left there?
well, I don't know why Mr. Dempsey, who prevailed in this action, couldn't have used his property. Because uh, legally, the ruling is that this place for him. So those houses that cannot be moved.
But we're hearing that the Unity Party wants to buy that property, or have you heard that too?
Well, the universe, it is at a discretion of Mr.
But have you heard that? Or you think,
No,
yeah,
I'm in the
it will
united
be
parties to know what they plan. But again, I think that would be a bad example. Let's just call it out.
Okay.
That would be a bad example. For realistically, if the united party decide to buy that property, then it further support the suspicion. I know the CDC hold strong view that the action was being influenced by the United Party, irrespective of the court decision. Just as because there are other people in the United Party, some parties who are zealous partisan. Let's say, for example, one DFLO, when your mission will be accomplished. That statement is as a hardcore United Party partisan,
and that was supported by Eugene of Fagon.
So those kind of statement gave support ones to believe that the suspicion that United Party, let's say citizens who against United Party is backed by that. Equally so, the United Party also hold the same view when Kalasco and others were saying, look at the people that want to rent a place. Look at it, they want to lead the country. They can't able to pay that rent. Okay. To sum up the answer to your question when you say what suffice to see this will happen at the end of the day, is it happening to the United Party?
So you think CDC could use that to reset a comeback in 2029?
Well, depending how the CDC will work towards it, because I don't.
So with George, we are still seen as the face of the party, or do you think he has the political capital to lead a successful comeback?
What like any other politician, everyone has almost everyone has own a right to the presidency. But when comparatively, you're going to compare who is much more manage the ruling party. Okay, but the ruling party, as a matter of fact, they are in leadership of the party. Okay. So in terms to compete for the presidency, you say okay, because the two persons who say who divided number, and the President Waka and President Weah, and the number are very close. So you cannot just rule
just a little over 17,000 votes.
Yeah, a little over 17,000, which is less than 1%.
So there's a lot of political talk suggesting that your party, the NPP, is aligning itself with the Unity Party. Is there any truth to these claims? And secondly, how do you interpret the helping verb, the quote-unquote a helping verb comment made by the Unity Party chairman, which many see as a nod to the NPP shifting alliance?
Well,
do you support that?
To consider the NPP as a helping verb, it can never be a helping verb. I think if you can, he can take the higher gene that you want to drink in this time. It can never be created a middle statement, the director at NPP, because we can never be a helping verb. We are a political party that led the country before. We have a permanent home. We have a permanent home in Monrovia. It can be a helping verb for a party that says.
Maybe that is coming as a result of an alleged alignment with the youth.
That statement was a complete irresponsible statement, referencing all the way assisted the United Party for you to refer to the people they are just helping verb. You don't do that. Yeah. President Boga would not use that statement because he's a politician. I don't think the guy is a politician to look up who help you, call him a helping verb.
Why you think so?
I think he just he doesn't know the consequence of a statement. In the long run, people use that.
Has there been any back channel dialogue between your party, NPP, and Unity Party officials on a possible alliance or coalition?
There is no existing agreement between Unity Party and the NPP.
But that's why I'm asking if there has been any back channel.
No back channel agreement to that. No, people sometimes perceive the NPP is not for one man. That's why when I friendly with you see me today with Mr. Vice President Kungama as the president for him at there during the legislature. We traveled together, we walked together, we went to prison together. That friendship exists.
But that's what people are saying, that people are learning, because you have always come to the defense of the vice president. You have always come to the defense of the UP, or because of Prince Boy, your friend.
No, listen. When last had the vice president gone wrong and defended him? Sit one. And when you people have their own perception. Yeah, people think the best way to be opposition in this country is everything, even when they think white, must say black. And those are immaturity politically. Okay? We can't go down that route. If the government does something correct, we say yes. I think government has done something that we must praise it. If you go wrong, we'll tell you wrong. I don't almost 2 years. I'm not living in anybody's pocket. I'm not living in anybody's pocket. I'm educated. I go after work. Let's say after no job, I go to the court and found food for my family. I don't go to the office at beginning. Like I said to you, I don't just go to anybody's office so I can beg you. I don't do that.
So if the party chairman refuses to apologize, would you still?
We are not part of heading drive, because those who have agreement with them, those are the heading drive in Friday. Nancy Lowe's statement was very irresponsible. Okay, but
so
it has come to us.
So if an alliance were to happen, what would the NPP expect in return, politically?
Well, I do not want to predict the future. I want to go and predict the future. So we cannot tell you say it is an alliance. Before, what I can tell anybody that we're no longer going to form part of a coalition or alliance like what we did. And
with the CDC,
where we begin be subordinate and know, where we look like a third class citizen, where you look very like someone who have gone to beg. We will never do that.
Honorable, a few days ago, people were calling on Radio Banga, a local radio station here in Bong County, that you are not being treated fair by the NPP. I mean, by the ruling establishment, the UP, for the fact that you have so many of your friends here, and attention was thrown at Senator Prince Moy. You almost like single-handedly made him a senator here. And people are saying, people are saying that he hasn't even reciprocated that by trying to find you a job. How do you feel? Because the people your supporters are raising this concern on the radio. Do you feel disappointed that you put your integrity on the line for him?
He doesn't owe me anything. Our Moy does not owe me anything. At the time I made that statement and went towards it, began successful, that was the time. He does not owe me anything. And I don't owe
well, politics, your supporters are saying the reward is not in heaven, though.
Well, there was not any formal contract in place to say, oh, I won't support you, you do that now.
No, but yes, I agree, but he has the influence now in the government. You are now working.
When I was supporting was there any plan that your party will win so you reward me? There was not a plan. And everything he want everything I want to do is planned and executed by itself. So that's the issue you're bringing in. It's not though.
That's what your supporters have been saying on the radio. I don't know if you have listened to them, but they have been saying
I don't really.
But they have been saying that you have been ostracized by.
I'm not a member of the Unity Party.
But you were not in the Unity Party when you supported Senator Prince. Listen, you were not in the Unity Party when you supported Senator Prince.
He does not owe me. He does not owe me. And then if I would say anybody who owe me, the president. Like 2017, I would have supported the Unity Party 2017. You know the story. But you didn't do that because you wanted when they win an election to come to you. No. If the government think my expertise is important in a specific area, they'll say, look, we want you to do this, we can provide this opportunity. Okay?
Do you agree with Sandro or Johnson that the folks in the Unity Party are greedy, mean, and wicked?
But he working with that.
No, that's what I'm asking.
He working with that. I don't work with that.
Do you agree or with him?
No, I think
that they have eaten the entire fish or your left for the head.
I think Sano Sano is a quasi, almost like a quasi United Party president, but you're a member of the NPP. Well, the United Party, that is to say, the president gave him a position. He worked. I think he one of those that worked closer to the president, and maybe he experienced around the presidency where people there want to maybe ostracize him, they allow him to make a statement. But the United Party, and what I do know, take for example, there was I do know that the United Party made a government to be formed within. The government should be formed within.
Yeah, is it formed within, what do you mean by that?
Meaning the government restored the partition of the United Party. So that is a clear,
Yeah, so you think that could hurt them 20 or 29? Because if they stay,
meaning in 2029 we'll have to,
they will have to expand.
Yeah, maybe before 2029 we'll have to open, but as it is, the government is formed within. So, unlike maybe...
So, Honorable, let me just come.
Yeah.
I listened to one man you made commissioner. He said he was recommending to you that if the United Party doesn't give you job, 2029, you should reciprocate that and vote against them and campaign against them.
Who was saying that?
One of their supporters.
I don't know. I got many supporters. Okay. But right now, I'm not being political. I don't listen to the radio most of the time.
So, do you agree
in 2029, I will vote where the NPP will be. I can tell you. Because as a leader of the NPP, where the NPP will be, they will our vote. And we, right now, as it is, we are, our party, we are, right after this court issue, we try to build a party, we begin to stretch out there, meet with people, meet with our parties across the country and give them hope. Look, I tell you, there are people who believe that Liberia, the leadership of Liberia might evolve around maybe two political homes, that is Civic and United Party. And there will be a few days from there will be a lot of consultation all over the place beginning next year. Okay?
Would you accept consultation from Musa Belete or CMC?
With the NPP for us
to have a collaboration.
First of all, we must clearly know a mission. Because there are people who are forming party for the purpose of making their discussion with their international partner lucrative.
Do you think so? Do you think CMC falls in that category?
I said there are people.
No, I'm asking you now. Do you think Beletes or CMC fall in that category?
Those are criteria that were set for anybody. If we think that you've organized a party,
so if Belete were to come to you, that would be your first criteria before you. Like you want to know the source of his finances.
I'm not interested where you get your money from, but I want to know if you want to talk to her, I want to know whether you are a very serious party that formed for the purpose of governance. If you are formed for the purpose of impressing your international donors, definitely you can't be someone that will talk to you, okay? Because by sitting and talk to you, you photograph it, carry it, you just want to see the people that behind me and make your market attractive. That would not be.
It's a project. So let's look at the country's economy. This economy, as you know, is facing turbulent times. In your view, what is the driving current economic hardship? External stock policy missteps or legacy or issue? How many citizens are feeling the pinch? Food prices are going up, unemployment remains high, and business growth is sluggish. What should be the government's short and long-term strategy to tackle this crisis?
Well, I'm not the government to draw their long-term policy, but I can tell you clearly my own observation on how the economy is. Look, the economy is tough in the country. You know, it's tough, and if we don't work on it very soon, sooner or later you see people eating the cabbage. Yes. So, like I was coming here today, I bought 3 bags of rare for 9,000, which is our major stable food. The 3,000. I'm hoping that it will come down. And what is, if you see the major employer of government, there's a major employer in the government. Now, when you concentrate government in the hand of one group of people, you see, whether you're doing good or not, the impact of the economy will not be experienced by one group of people. You understand? How you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unlike the weird government, the weird government ensure that people were appointed from Unity Party, people were appointed from NPP across the board. So as a result, if, for example, if I come here and I'm in government, my impact will be felt by my supporter. But when you take when the government is restricted to
Just a party.
partisan, the impact will not be fair up there.
Yeah, is that why you are sensing about the Unity Party?
That's one of the contributing factors to the
hardship.
The hardship, because when few group of people working and those group of people are considered in one circle, and the rest of the people to here they are not considered. You'll notice that the impact to ordinary people would not be fair. You understand? Let's take for example, Ellen administration. Ellen, when she won for the first time, administration did not look at the country as the United Party. She looked at the country, in the legislature, as Liberia, and everyone will be considered from that point. When you qualify, your experience, and they bring forward, there were people who they created a lot of positions for professional based on clear professional judgment, irrespective of political line. But those things are no longer surfacing in this other United Party government. So in that case, you see, there's something in the state economic called the circular flow of the economy. When money is spent here, it go to the deposit and go through this and go here. Yeah. But take for example, we come in a fair, they play for me. My boys in here, all of them just enjoying. They enjoying. Okay, why I just go to them? They will be enjoying. People across the fair here will be suffering.
Yeah.
So when you tell them, how's it? What you say? You say how's it here? And you understand that one of the reasons the president had to look at that.
So what specific reform would your party, the NPP, advocate if you were given a seat at the economic or political table?
First, we won. Let's look at the agri sector. You understand? Most of the people in this government are people. Most of them came from the United States. Okay, majority are not looking down in the interior. They are not. They are all American residents. They come, they work. After a weekend, go back to the United States. And they know they go back to the United States. So, one of the president will ensure. I told him directly when I met with him. I met with the president before. I said, one of the ensure that cabinet minister get involved with making fun. Get involved with establish. If most of the ministers are from Bong County, how many of them find here? Name one of the current ministers that are in the government. I'm talking about senator. The current minister that are in the government from Bong. You have more than 4 cabinet ministers from here. 3 or 4. Which of them get farm here?
But even the agriculture minister doesn't have farm.
I'm asking you.
No, I'm asking.
Farm here. If you make a farm here as a minister, people go there to work. Let's tell you what the vice president did right here. Many people working there, putting food on the table. But if you get ministers that maybe every weekend you'll be in Accra, maybe in New York, the impact of the government will not be fair. If you want someone else, the fact that I could practice in Monroe, my wife and children in Monroe, I will be there. But every time here, every little guy will share in the community with people.
So let's look at the war against drugs. Drugs continues to be Liberia's problem. And despite numerous government pledges, how do you assess the current government's effort to curb this crisis?
I think the government is making significant progress. They get it right. The government is making significant progress in the fight against drugs. First, there's a significant fear in those who intend to bring drugs here. You are seeing the physical destruction of major high for drugs. You are seeing a lot of people arrested. People are prosecuted and sentenced right now as we speak. In Japan, you got more than 4 or 5 drugs dealers in jail or sentenced Few years back, you couldn't see that. As not drugs dealer go, they are arrested, they go there and they work for the COVID, not like that.
But
Because the president is
but
attached
do you agree with me that the Unity Party folks say that the drugs being brought into the country were doing the regime of the former president, and we still continue to see the high influence of drugs in the country?
Drugs, the infiltration of drug is a continual process and require consistent fighting.
So you think
it's not the issue of politics.
So you think they were wrong to falsely accuse the previous regime?
Well, on the issue of Juan, I think one of the areas where people had the problem was when there was 100 million worth of drug into the country. Okay, and those who brought the drug were arrested, and all of them were out of the court, free. So that gave rise to people that the fight against drugs was not serious as it is now. I challenge you, anybody you bring drugs in this country now, and you are caught, definitely no one want to be the case.
Yeah, but there have been other people. But there have been other people who have been arrested in this government and made to go without being prosecuted.
No, let's get it clear. It doesn't mean the government is pursuing drugs dealer when one is accused and there's no evidence to present to call for the conviction of that person. Then you come with a perception of government doing selection. No, you can be known as people can know you as a notorious criminal. Before you are prosecuted, there must be the first thing you appear in court. The defense will ask for what? They will ask for disclosure. In law, disclosure is what have you to bring a man to court. Of course, we know the men are criminal. We know that Mr. Jim have been involved in stealing, have been involved in this, but you say he stole. What do you have on hand to convict that person? If you don't have that, you will not based your judgment again will not be based on sentiment. I guess this is what you're talking about. But we must give government a pat on the back that the government really fighting drugs.
Okay, just on Thursday, President Joseph Boakai dismissed the top leadership of the LDA and installed an interim team. Many believe this action, while necessary, is not enough. What else should the administration do beyond sacking officials?
I mean, that's the first step.
I think he has dismissed officials there now about 3 or 2 times now.
This is a third batch going out.
Yeah, you think beyond just sacking? Beyond
just sacking, people who are arrested, they are being arraigned and prosecuted in court. You cannot do any other thing to them. So I can't on the chopping board. This government doing well.
So you think there should be a national commission or multi-sectorial task force dedicated solely to the anti-drug fight?
All you need to do is to increase the budget, enough budgetary allocation for the DEA. By that, the ordinary people fighting drugs in the street will make good money. If you do that right now, you get an agent, a drug agent for a drug agent, or FDA officer making that 500 or 600 United that he know that job is very important to him. You're not allowing to be you'll not be tempted. You understand? But if a man is fighting drugs and the guy making 150 or 200, somebody he can easily be tempted with $10,000. So to answer your question, I must give President Boakai a thanks for the war against drugs, and President Boakai, and I also in the agriculture sector, like I said to you, he has to ensure that all of the cabinet ministers now get involved with agriculture and make fun. You understand? Make fun.
So yeah. So let me just bring you to Bong. We don't have. No, I just want to ask you one question about Bong.
Bong County?
Yeah, Bong.
What can I do with Bong?
But you from here now? Yeah, but we have discussed all of the trending national issues. At least let's discuss one issue regarding your county.
What interest would that be to my listener?
Okay, let me just okay. So, what message do you have for your supporters who are watching and waiting to see the next political direction of the NPP?
Well, like I said, it's so soon to the NPP. The direction for the NPP can only be determined by the convention. You understand, by the convention, and that will be done right after we have our we have this the madamums before the Supreme is there with. Then we can decide, the NEC can meet and decide, what can we do. But one thing we do know at the back of our mind is that one political party cannot win the election in this country. You need to have, you need to collaborate with other political parties. We'll be open to, we will be open to collaboration with other political parties that have like-minded political parties. We are not going to go behind you because we think you got money. We are not going to allow you, you can't join all. There are some people who have money, but they are perpetual losers.
Yeah.
If they would have been $1 million join together, you're lost. So we will be out there for it.
So would you accept an offer, a job offer from the government, most especially to, if the opportunity was there to go to, I mean, back to the LA?
Where you go, LA?
Where you worked before?
No, first of all, Liberian citizens have the right to work in this country. Even there are places that match my qualification and the opening of vacancy. I apply and say yes, I can. I still have family to cater to. I still have family to cater to, but it is not my right to get a job from the Unity Party government. Let's get that clear. And I think go to our party, it is not all right because we were in we are opposed to the people internal idea. Okay, so they can decide that they can decide I want to give 1 or 2 points for an NPP job. We appreciate that, but it is not all right. It's a privilege.
Okay. So
yeah, what the question you wanted to bring?
Okay. Lawmakers, incumbent lawmakers from Bong have gone 1 year, 6 to 7 months. I want you to grade them. I want you to grade them from representative to senator. Let's start with District 1. How would you grade Prince Quena? If 1 year, 6
not being a district. I don't know Prince Quena politically. I now start with him one or two. I don't know in detail. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't able to say, oh, his performance is this or that. I don't visit this one. It's a parallel and go down there. But the best way to do that would be those who elected him.
Okay. What about District 2?
District 2?
Yeah. What?
District 2 sitting down.
Yeah. What do you make of the performance of James Kule?
Well, James Kule is a 2-time lawmaker, meaning his first performance has convinced the people to elect him for the second time. Okay? And I think he will do a good thing, especially where he will want a serious position in the House. And I see him sometimes visiting from place to place. But you know, our electorate they don't match poor performance with the kind of law you make in the House. Okay? And people think that to be a best lawmaker in this country, people think you will be the one coming to divide the bag of rice. And in the morning, you begin a humanitarian, or in the morning, you have awful land in front of your house. That's not what making law. You make a law that will have perpetual and permanent impact on the life of the people.
What about District 3?
District 3.
Marvin, you think, I'm hearing that he wants to go for third term, you think?
He has the right.
No one has won third term in District 3. You think that is possible?
Just
you want 2 terms? You want 2 terms?
District, which district people have won third term?
I'm saying for District 3.
Which district in the country? So when you say no one won third term in district, so name a district that it's.
No one has won third term in District 3.
That is a general policy in this country.
So
so maybe someone will want to break that record. Say, look, I'll go third term.
What about District 4 or Rawa
Umwe?
Rawa just looks like this is not his government, man.
I'm told that he's health challenge.
Yeah.
Why government is be looking?
Maybe see Kule, man. Yeah, but now he government. But this how we expect this. This is how we expect for Rawa Umwe to have accepted himself. That when you come here, people see that ruling government in you now. But during the same time, he was looking at the scene. During his own government time, he looking at the scene. Or is he or District 5?
No, let's go back to
Rawa.
See, Raisa is an accountant.
But I expect him to be co-chair on public account, co-chair on waste, means and but the man,
I remember the board of BCTC.
So, so let's go to District 5.
District 5? Well, no, let me tell you. Eugene, I want to say, let Reverend careful. Eugene, it's one of the lucky young boy. But I can remember Eugene he found it very difficult to get a city ticket. Ask him. And it was difficult because they were heavy hand. I didn't mention not going to ticket.
The former vice president.
Heavy hand, the former vice president per se. His sister. There are two persons in this country. I will not need the other person. The one, if you know that, it's because a Mulbah apple are feeling the ground, made them to contest senator on the city ticket, you don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? But now for the purpose of the order on that name. Eugene, in fact, it was like they may will not contest the ticket. So he came to my home one morning and said, Eugene, forget it. I was on my way to Spring that evening. So I went to Mulbah, I collected the forms. But Mulbah, I was the two persons that signed the form for the entire coalition nominee. So I called him. I said, Eugene, the ball reduced. Because he had gone outside of the CDC.
Yeah, it would have been impossible.
So I called him. And said, look, if the standard bearer of my party and myself had cry will be over you, I will sign it and you contest. So the president said, sign it. If you see Dove Tower, if you look at him, they will fight it everything.
I see.
Yeah. You understand? I called here. I told the guy where I told him clearly, I said, that seat belong to NPP. Because we had 7 seats they gave us.
But isn't Double South a member of the NPP?
Come in. Okay, so Double come out. I don't want to go to this. Yeah, so I called. There's a guy. He was the chairman for Move. He was here to contact. I called. I said, don't waste your time. Put me. I'm not signing people. I was signing the people. But I already signed. I'm going to sign for the guy named Eugene. I know Eugene had the capacity to win.
And he did win.
He did win.
So now how he has gone?
My problem with him, I told him, look, as a young man, you cannot sacrifice beyond. You can get a friend. You have a friend, and your friend, you cannot sacrifice your life for your friend.
So you saying in short, he went too deep into the impasse at the House of Representatives.
Yes.
In the name of loyalty.
Loyalty, and forgot about your district.
What you expected him to have done? To break ranks with
Kofa? He just forgot attention on his representation. You can know, man, they fight, not going anywhere. We have been in the legislature. We are the one laid the foundation for a democratic parliament in Liberia after the war. And I'm telling you, one majority is minority cannot do it. You listen.
So you wanted him to have program ranks with Kofa?
I just wanted him. There are many people in the house. Whether you, I want him to go to the right direction.
Which way direction?
So
yeah, the majority.
Yeah, I'm beginning tomorrow. I want to talk to him. They be bra, but I listen to you, boy. I'm start going so.
So you think that has had a toll on his performance?
No, I mean he delayed. As a result, he stayed away from the district for some time. But I think he need to make up. He need to actually make up. Okay, because I see he was very close to the people, but you know every day in the county, I'm in the court, in one of those mountain villages every day. We listen to the people.
So what about Mama? The only female in the couple. I see her. She going for third term.
Yeah, Mama. I have not seen anybody who represent ECOWAS in Bong County win convincingly because she had to. Because every day you out there, you not be here.
So being a member of ECOWAS or Parliament detaches you from your constituents.
Seriously, they have been the case of talk about.
What's the dividend of being a member
Oh, yeah.
of the ECOWAS or
You
Parliament?
you are a member of you are a parliamentarian from West Africa.
Does it come with extra funding?
Oh yes. They pay
Extra
you.
ma?
Yeah.
Yeah, team women or can lead that money to come out here.
Well, that question can go to not me. Not me.
So why you see your footing? A footing of family?
Yeah, for actually I see engaged with the district. Okay, I see engaged with the district, except that some of the utterances that he made is not good for him. When he said, he look at the committee justice, the men were drunk.
But that was then now. I'm talking about how.
So he made that statement.
I'm talking about his performance in the district.
I'm telling you. Look at me, I'm telling you. Because that's a sitting, when I mentioned sitting chief justice, he made that statement to him. And Facebook already have it. So I think he's a firm time the men are fair with him. Whether you remember the legislature, you had time to deal with the judiciary. But I can tell you, he's working.
He's working.
Yes.
How would you rate him?
Well, if you ask me, I would give him B.
You give him B?
Yeah.
You think his status in the House of Representatives, chairman of concessions, has really paid off for him, or is paying off?
No, actually, he has put out a personal strength working in this way.
Personal strength working.
Yeah. Because almost like he living in a district. Okay, almost like he living there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and he as every day pass, he believe that he want to ensure that he get a second term.
Okay. So I would thanks ever so much for the movement. Okay. No, don't forget about it.
You want to go to the Senate?
Okay. Okay, I see more. Okay. No, but why you laughing for?
No, I know everything why you call it up.
No, but okay, then let me ask you that. So
let leave it.
Okay, what you think now? What you think?
Okay.
I would thanks ever so much, man. At least we have another one before. In the middle of next month. Thanks, it was nice having you.
Thank you very much.
I really missed this interview. Thanks ever so much, and at least our following is growing. Yeah, we have a lot of people following there. I don't know. It was the notice that you made on your page. Yeah, thanks ever so much. It was nice having you on. Thank you.
Thank you.